So many times I gave up, I done had enough, I'm good on my own. And no, you're not alone, I've been there before. My heart been broke, they say time will grow. I need you to know. Don't say you love me, cause I got a lot of money, I don't need company. And when I'm out in public, say what's up.
What's going on, man? It's your girl, TampaMystic, and we are live on the industry's most wanted
Industry's
podcast.
most wanted.
I heard that we got Duval checking in.
Duval
County in the building. Keith Ford checking in. What's going on, bro?
What's going on?
Give me some love. Period. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, you know, feeling good, looking good.
Yeah, you came in here looking all fresh to death. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to snag that jacket before you go leave up out of here. That thing too hard.
I got you.
Appreciate you being here. You know what I'm saying? It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm excited to learn about everything that you got going on.
Right.
But go ahead and break it down for us, man. Like, you know, tell us a little bit about what you got going on.
I am Keith Ford from Jacksonville, Florida, Duval. You know, I got my EP out, One Over One, out now. Right now, I'm just touring around, doing venues, interviews, exposure.
Yeah.
You know, trying to get my feet out there because I was usually in Jacksonville, and now I got more people on my team getting bigger and better.
Yeah.
So expanding and growing.
Yeah. Most definitely. And that's what you have to do because at some point it becomes bigger than your city.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, like, that's why I always represent for Tampa, but I'm in Atlanta now. Shout out to OG Bigger Rankin. He was the one like, you got to move up here. You know how he talks. I said, okay, say no more. Here I am. But let's talk about, you know, taking it back. You grew up in Jacksonville?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Take us back, you know, to when Keith was like a jit. What was it like for you?
You know, modern day, in the hood, middle child of 3 boys on my mom's side.
Yeah.
So being the middle child, I got a chance to like look at my older brother's mistakes and be able to teach it to my younger brother. And so it kept me in the middle of being humble. And I feel like that's where my creativity came from.
Yeah.
From not wanting to do the bad things in life because I seen it and I seen it's like I got a chance to teach the youth. So it's
Absolutely.
more important to me, you know, to give back in a positive way.
Yeah. Not saying that we want to see our elders do bad, but we learn from that.
Right.
You know, like my sister, you know, was 4 years older than me, and she was always into something. And I seen what she put my mom through, and I was like, I got to do better than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, not downing what she did, but I was just like, I don't know if my mom could have went through it twice. You know what I'm saying? Just always in trouble and always acting up and stuff like that. So, were you into other stuff before music? You know, a lot of people I talked to, you know, they had other hobbies or they played sports. Was there something before music for you?
Oh, yeah, I was definitely on the field. Football, baseball.
Okay.
Actually got on the boat for a couple months.
Okay.
College life, you know, shout out to FAMU.
Yeah.
You know, and
They got the classic going
right
on this
now,
weekend.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm blessed to be here, though. If not, I'll be there turning up.
Facts.
Definitely. But yeah, you know, the schoolboy, you know, college, like I say, just trying to do something positive the right way. You know?
Absolutely.
Coming out of Jackson, everything is like bad, the wrong path.
Yeah.
So, you know, just trying to find something positive.
Absolutely. I'm a big advocate of kids playing sports, especially boys, you know, because I think it really puts a lot of structure behind them and helps them as they become an adult. So with that being said, you know, playing sports, how did that help you personally coming into your adult life?
It actually taught me one important thing I learned about sudden change.
Yeah.
And things not going to always go your way.
You
know,
facts.
You could be winning first quarter, winning second quarter, and in third quarter, everything's just upside down.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you got to stay humble.
Yeah.
Stay grounded. Remember your purpose. Remember who your team is. You know, it's about believing and working hard and faith. And speaking of sports, shout out to my baseball team, my coach.
Yeah.
6-year-olds. And, you know,
Oh, you coach?
Yeah, I coach.
Oh, that's dope. I love that.
I coach 6-year-old. First year was last year.
Okay.
And
big congrats on that. That's big moves right there.
Yeah, and it's like also teaches me like as far as being a role model and just being aggressive. Because it's like kids will run over you. If you're not firm and sturdy and put out what you want in life and manifest it, you're not going to have it.
They will run over you. That's facts. Yeah. I think, let's just talk about that for a minute. I think that is so dope because, you know, you said they're 6-year-olds. They're so impressionable at that age, right? Yeah. because kids come into this world innocent, pure heart. It's what people around them teach them as they get older, the ugly things that they learn from, whether it be their parents or their peers. They're so impressionable at that age. That's so dope. What made you decide to get into coaching?
My little nephew, DJ, when he wanted to play baseball, his team didn't have a coach. And I actually was playing since I was 4 years old.
Okay.
Middle school, high school. Should have went to college and played, but I kind of want to just focus on school. And so when I seen I needed a coach, I'm like, man, it's maybe my calling to give back to the community.
For real.
I'm big on giving back.
Yes.
I feel like if I don't give back and nobody learn from me, it's like I ain't really succeeding my purpose.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. You talking my lingo, bro. You talking my language. One thing that I learned from my OG, Bigger Rankin, he always says, we don't get our blessings from no man, we get them from God. Right. So when you're out here doing stuff for people genuinely because you want to help them, God's going to bless you abundantly. And you're living through your purpose. Right. A lot of people don't know that. They don't understand what their purpose is. You found out at a young age. That's so dope. So about what age did music start becoming an interest for you on a personal level where you wanted to start, writing or recording music?
I would say about 21.
Okay.
About 21. Trying out life, seeing what works for me and what not works for me. I found myself at like a lonely space. Yeah. And in that lonely time, I just started listening to beats. Yeah. And I always loved music. Shout out to 5 Heartbeats. I used to always watch their show, Temptations. I was big motivation. I was on all that, and just seeing the people around me too. Yeah. In the music industry, I seen what they were doing. I was in a lonely space. I'm like, man, I got time and opportunity. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? I took advantage of it. I believed in my voice and what I can do, and it got me here now. On the journey.
Were you singing in church and stuff when you were little?
Yes, I actually was in a choir. In middle school. That's
so dope.
Yeah, so they had me on the front row, singing in front of everybody. So.
What was your favorite thing to sing, like, as a child?
Like I say, I'm old school.
Yeah.
Old school.
You got an old soul.
Yeah, like I'm on them like Sundays, we waking up, old school, 90s playlist, 80s playlist.
I know that's right.
Cleaning up.
Yeah. That's where in my humble opinion, some of the best R&B came out during that era. Even taking it back to, of course, like the 70s and stuff like that, but like the 80s and 90s R&B, like there's nothing like it.
And then it kind of reverts to what I talk about, love.
Yeah.
I try to talk about love a lot, and that's all they sung about back then.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right. You know what I'm saying? And I think we need to spread more love and positivity because there's so much ugliness that goes on and negativity in the world. We need people who have a voice like yourself to spread love and positivity. Right. Absolutely. So what was the very first song that you got in the studio and recorded?
Very first song, it's called Need a Lighter. I need a lighter.
Give us a little bit of it if you don't mind. Can I put you on the spot?
I go. It's like, I need a lighter. Need a loader run and get me higher. High as hell like the lake of fire. Been killing stuff like I'm Michael Myers. I'm a Jaguar. Nigga, fuck it.
No, you good. That's fine. Wait, I know how to bleep that part out. That's easy.
Okay. Yeah, it's like it's so long. I just remember pics of it, but like 5 years ago.
That's dope. So from that point, when you first started recording, right? Fast forward to where you're at now with your music. If people were to listen to your journey, what would they hear different now versus when you first started?
I'll say my confidence level.
Yeah.
And my artistry. It's so amazing, and it's like I'm like a big question mark when it comes to me. Like you never know what I'm coming out.
I love that. Yeah.
You never know. So it's like when people hear like where I was at back then to what I got now, they say, man, who is this?
Right.
I only think it's the same person, So
nah, for real.
Yeah, and I got versatile. So it's like it's just learning and growing, find out what my voice can do and how to use it. So very different. Because
your voice is an instrument. Yeah. You can use it to produce so many types of sounds within one song. I'm a big fan of that. It's important, as an artist, especially if an artist that they rap, every 4 bars or so, you need to be switching up your flow. Give us something a little different. Same thing as a singer. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you want to bring it up. Sometimes you want to come down, speed it up, slow it down. There's so much you can do within one record. Definitely. So you're from Florida. Any inspirations artist wise out of Florida? You know, I grew up in Florida, so I'm a heavy Florida artist. Love, you know, I'm definitely your elder. I'm your OG. You know what I'm saying? Right. But you know, anybody from Florida that inspired you?
It's the whole Florida.
Yeah.
Just the turntness, you know, palm trees,
yeah,
beaches.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
You know, like just the energy of like get your hair, grow your hair, live free. You know, like go in the sun, get a tan. It's just the energy down here.
Yeah, absolutely. Because God gave us a lot of gifts. We have to get out there and enjoy them, right?
Right.
And appreciate them. I want to touch back on what you said earlier, that you're living through your purpose, because I talk about this pretty much with every conversation that I have with artists, because I feel it's important that they understand that. So music is definitely your passion. You know, elaborate and break down for us, you know, through your music, what is your purpose?
My purpose is to show the youth that you ain't got to be gangster.
Yeah.
You know, to make it.
Absolutely.
To make it, like, you can work a 9 to 5. You know, you can be a gardener. You can work at the car wash.
Yeah.
You can do anything you want. You know what I'm saying? As long as you got a dream and you focus and you land the steps to take you to get to where you at, that's all it takes.
Yeah.
You know, you ain't got to, like Jacksonville, you know, it's big on, like, a lot of violence. And, like, I could have went that route, you know, for easier fame. But it's like, nah, I want to be me. You know, and it's like, be you.
Yeah.
Be yourself. You ain't gotta be them across the street. But you know, it's crazy. When we go out to eat, I'm gonna sit at the same table with them guys across the street.
Yeah. But
we got two. When I go home, I can go home. They still gotta go do what they gotta do.
Right.
You know, I'm sleeping peaceful. They washing their shoulders.
Right.
Like, who wanna live like that? And then you got kids.
Right.
What you preaching?
Right.
Like you preaching cycles. Somebody gotta break the cycle.
Yeah. And you're here to do that.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. You don't want to have to walk around. I mean, just the way society is, we do have to walk around with our head on a swivel, because that's just what it is. However, your home is your peace of mind. You want to be able to go home, walk through that front door and have a peace of mind. Because once you lose that, then what do we got, right? Staying out the way is going to allow you to have that peace of mind. You got kids?
No, I don't.
Do you desire to have kids one day?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, you know, you're definitely on the right path. You know what I'm saying? You out here mentoring and coaching these 6-year-olds.
I got kids. Yeah.
Yeah, you got a whole team
kids,
of them.
Yeah.
Most definitely. What's the biggest thing that you get from that, from coaching these young kids?
To enjoy life and like the small things.
Yeah.
You know, I believe, you know, you can't let 5 minutes destroy the rest of your 24 hours. And like sometimes when I had bad days or wasn't feeling it, you know, going out there with the kids, like, I forget about everything.
Yeah.
You know, they do something crazy, and it's like, man, what I'm mad about? You know,
right.
Life is life. You know?
Man, you need to be a motivational speaker.
Yeah.
No, seriously, because just the type of energy that you project, a lot of people could use that. Yeah. Some people walk around with a chip on their shoulder and angry every day about stuff they don't have control over, right? We need to focus on what we do have control of, and that would be like the positive energy, creating good vibes. You need to be a motivational speaker.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it all. Key Ford gonna be in everything.
Yeah, most definitely. Is that the government, Key Ford?
Nah.
Okay, say no more. That's the alter ego. Okay, talk to us about the name then. How did that come about?
Okay, I was in Tallahassee, you know, staying in apartments, and Coley P was performing in Tallahassee.
Okay, yep.
And he had some friends who, Fort Lauderdale?
Yes.
Yeah, friends in my apartment was from Fort Lauderdale as well.
Yeah.
And they knew each other. So, like, I guess from the time they just came and just chilled at our spot. It wasn't Coley P, it was his friends, his entourage.
Yeah.
We sitting there playing the game, cooling, and somebody was, like, passing me something. And they were like, oh, get this Key Ford. Everybody looking like, Key Ford? Who is Key Ford? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Then, like, I came back in the city. My homeboy, they was just Key Ford, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was my name, you know? And I started, and he was also called me Pee Wee Longway.
Oh, yeah, I can see that for sure.
They used to call me Pee Wee Longway. And so, like, when I started the music, it's like, I can't be Pee Wee Longway.
Nah, for real, right.
So, Key Ford, you know?
Yeah, and it worked.
Yeah.
It stuck.
Different, you know?
Yeah. And that's the thing, too, is you just got to figure out what works for you.
Right.
And roll with it. Along the way, you can make some changes here and there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people do that.
Yeah, big forward.
Big forward. Yeah. We doing everything big, right?
Everything big.
You know, as we're wrapping up in 2022, coming into 2023, like, what are you focused on musically?
Musically, like I say, staying true to myself and letting nothing distract me.
Yeah.
Because I got the team, you know, I got the game plan. And it's like I can only lose myself if I allow myself to be lost.
Yeah.
And, you know, like doing what I need to do, preparing early.
Yeah.
You know, setting a foundation. And just waking up every day, just keep going, you know, 'cause I love what I do.
Yeah.
You know.
That's important.
Like just being able to talk and my words, being able to get me places.
Yeah.
I came here, I'm like, man, I'm here off my voice.
Yeah, facts.
Man, it's crazy. It's crazy.
That's a beautiful thing right there. Yeah. Because you're truly doing what you love. Mm-hmm. You know, you work with the youth. Any young artists out there aspiring to do what you want to do, what would you tell them?
Being from my city of Jacksonville, what I had to face, like I say, don't listen to a lot of people. Like you can listen, but don't take it to heart.
Yeah.
You know, just because the name popping down here don't mean they ain't gonna pop somewhere else.
Right.
And you know, like what's a vibe down here may not be a vibe over there.
Right.
It's like stay yourself. You know, that's very important. That get you out of a lot of trouble, and that get you to live your life the best way you can possibly be. Stay in yourself.
100%. Be in yourself. Because people know when it's real and what it's not. They gonna check for you.
And then like I done had times where like, you know, they tell me I gotta please a certain audience. It's like if you don't feel comfortable with it, you know, don't do it.
Absolutely.
Don't do nothing you uncomfortable with. Like if it ain't good in your mind, it ain't right.
Absolutely. Every move you make has to make sense, right? And when you come into a situation or someone comes into your situation, it has to be as an asset and not a liability, right? Because there's a lot of liabilities out there. We ain't got time for that.
Right.
Do you desire to ever sign with a label if the opportunity made sense when it presented itself to you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Definitely. What would be the ideal situation for you? On your terms. If you could like write out the contract on your terms, what would it be? Because you got to put it in the universe.
Right. You know, I got to own my masters.
Okay.
You know, it's all about freedom.
Yes.
Like I'm saying right now, I'm doing it out of pocket. So
right.
It ain't about the money gonna come at the end.
Absolutely.
I'm doing it for what I love. And I feel like once the love is gone, and that's when it kind of get crazy. So like, you know, and the love is all in the money.
Yeah.
So like, as long as I'm eating, you know, owning me, can be freely, I ain't controlled, and, you know, I can provide for my family and live life.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it becomes bigger than you.
Right.
When you start building a legacy, you know, whether it be if you have kids or just, you know, people around you that really believe in you and genuinely want to see you win, it becomes bigger than you at that point. Right. You have more than just, you know, waking up every day and going to work. Like, it's bigger than that. Mm-hmm. And this is something you desire to do full time?
Full time.
Yeah.
25/8.
25/8.
25/8.
Right. No days off.
No days off.
You got to take breaks every now and again to, you know, catch up on our rest and stuff like that. But for the most part, you got to keep going. Most definitely. You know, outside of music, other business ventures that you're tapping into. I know you're coaching baseball for the youth. Anything else that you're tapping into?
Yeah, I actually have a clothing line.
Okay.
F&S Gear. Forward and Sport, which is my name.
Yeah.
And I have that out. And right now, just, you know, whatever I can get my hands into. Really.
Yeah.
But the clothing line, you know, the music itself is the art, but you said outside of music, baseball.
Yeah.
That's really mostly it. Really.
Sounds like you got a lot going on, though, especially coaching them kids.
Yeah, family man at the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the clothing line. This is your time to promote it. You know what I'm saying? Gotcha. How did you decide that, you know, merch and clothing and fashion was something that you wanted to dive into?
I really got it with a good friend of mine I was working with. He had inspired me. He had a clothing line.
Okay.
And so, you know, it's always about branding and promoting.
Absolutely.
And it's like it's just another avenue to, one, get money and to be seen.
Yeah.
And why not?
Absolutely, look fresh.
And I love fashion. You know, you can tell.
Like, I know.
So it's like
you got the fly. Jack keeps saying that, but that thing is hard.
Yeah, it's like I want to put something together, and like I said, music don't work out, clothes don't sell. Like I need it every way.
Absolutely. Right. We had to have multiple hustles because we need multiple streams of income.
Right.
So what, under your clothing brand, what are you currently offering? What do you have available for sale?
Right now we have hoodies, it's getting cold.
Absolutely.
Right now, all colors and sizes.
Okay.
Yeah, big heart. We're working on a new design.
Yeah.
Releasing something new, but y'all stay tuned. Make sure y'all follow my Instagram page, FNS Gear. And you see all the latest drops. So
they can come through like your Instagram and place orders from you there. And do you ship out like throughout the U.S. and stuff like that?
Yeah, most of them being hometown.
Okay.
So like I go meet up locally.
Yeah.
And
but
done like that.
The goal is we're gonna be international with it, right?
Oh, yeah, we're international. I want 100 stores, FNS across the globe. Right.
And once you start getting, the brand out there, then you can look at potentially having, some bigger named people, whether it be an artist or somebody in the spotlight as some brand ambassadors for you. So they're wearing your brand to their shows or interviews or something like that. Right. Big goals.
I need it all.
All that. Talk to us about the current single that you're pushing right now. Tell everybody, the title of it, who produced it, how long it took you to put it together. I need all the details.
Okay, right now go check out Love Me, produced by Dom the Goat. And released it like a year ago. Okay. And it's just so heartfelt. Yeah. It give you an idea of who I am.
It's in rotation with us, y'all. Just saying.
Get introduced to who I am, and just kind of promotes my message. Of, like, I'm a lover boy / I know about the dark side, but I ain't gonna talk about it. But we can relate. Yeah, that's biggest me is relating to everyone. Absolutely. Kids play my music, and women, my grandma. Yeah, this is my grandma's favorite song.
Oh, that's dope.
And it's crazy. The background behind "Love Me," I played the song to my grandma. She loved to hear me rap.
Does she live in Jacksonville?
Yeah, she do.
Okay.
And what she said was, I like it, but it just got too much cursing in it. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Granny. She gonna let you know. Older people and kids are so like non-filtered. They gonna tell you.
Yeah, she said. So I said, you know what? I gotta make a song with no cursing in it. And so when I played "Love Me," I was like, shout out to my grandma. I told her I wasn't gonna curse on this one.
I love that.
And doing something that non-cursing wise,
It's already clean, ready to go, radio ready, out the gate. You know what? And one thing that grannies are good for a lot of stuff, but one thing that they're really good for is they're going to instill wisdom into us, right? Mm-hmm. And by her telling you that, that's major, because I feel like in this business, every artist needs to have some clean music. And I don't mean taking a dirty song and bleeping out the clean or the dirty words. I mean just recording it clean out the gate, because now it becomes kid friendly. You're a motivation to the youth. You know what I'm saying?
My grandma love me.
Shout out to your grandma. She definitely told you right. So, of course, she loves it. The people around you love it. What type of feedback are you getting, from other people that are here on the record?
They love it. They love that I can sing. I'm very versatile. Yeah. I feel like when I make a track, I try to get a singing version of me, a rap version.
And that's dope.
Yeah, and so and they be shocked. They like, "This still you?"
Yeah.
They're like, "Who this is?" I'm like, "Hey, this still me." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, and it's like it teaches the song. It was kind of heartfelt.
Yeah.
Don't say you love me. A lot of people say they love you. But why they say they love you?
Because it's something to say. Right. But they don't really mean it.
Right. And sometimes you gotta take your time to figure people out.
Yeah.
And see their true intentions and see what they mindset is.
Yeah.
See why they're around you. So it's don't just say you love me.
Right. Because people will try to attach themselves to you based upon what you got going on, who you're attached to. You know what I'm saying? They do that a lot, and you have to see what people's real intentions are. Is it pure from the heart, or are they around you to get what you got?
Right. And you got to recognize what you got.
Right.
That people don't realize what they got to offer, and it's
right.
man, you'll lose it all if you don't stand for nothing. You'll fall for anything.
Man, that's big facts. Say it again one more time.
If you don't stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's true. So I heard you say that a lot of your music, you make like a singing version and a rap version to it.
Yeah, most some songs is straight rap.
Yeah.
Because like I tried some songs just straight love.
Yeah.
It's like it's one for everything.
Yeah.
I got something for the church.
There you go. You got
I
to.
Got something for the giveaways.
Yeah.
The high schoolers.
Yeah.
It's like prom. Everywhere I can play one of my tracks.
Yeah.
And, that's what I feel good about. I can reach everyone.
You have to. Because, again, it's bigger than just Jacksonville. Right. We love Jacksonville, but it's bigger than that, right? You need to be able to touch the whole world through your music. And in order to do that, you have to have a little bit of something for everybody.
Right.
If you had the opportunity to get on like one of these big shows, like where you can showcase your talent, The Voice or something like that, would you be open to doing something like that?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm ready. The world needs me.
Let's try to make it happen. American Idol, I don't know. There's a bunch of them out there now, right?
Right. Yeah. Hit up Ariana Simone, on Instagram and make it happen.
How did you and Ariana link up, by the way?
Shout out to my boy Ed, being in FAMU.
Yeah.
Touch base with a lot of people. And me not giving up on my dream and having people around me, he introduced me to Ariana, and we've been working ever since.
Man, that is a blessing. When you have someone who's genuinely in your corner and wants to see you win, man, that's one of the best blessings ever.
That's how my motivation come from.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's bigger than me.
Yeah.
It's bigger than me.
Period.
People on my behind.
Yeah. Right. That's what you need. You need somebody that's going to give it to you like real and raw. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we might not want to hear it because Bigger be doing that to me. That's my OG though. Bigger don't cut no corners. He is going to let you know, nah, don't do this, or you should do it and that's the type of people that's going to keep it all the way 100 with us. That's the type of people we need to keep in our corner. You know what I'm saying?
And people that's not, just all in the industry, not
right.
trying to hop on weight. Like, they want you to be, she let me be myself.
Love that.
That's most important to me. Like, I can be me and not be judged and do how I want to do it. So
I love that too. That's so important. And that's something that you can also instill into the youth, because a lot of younger generation feel pressured to look a certain way or maybe sound a certain way because of social media, right? In their mind, a bunch of people that might follow them that they don't even know, they're trying to impress them, but them people don't even care about you at the end of the day. So at the end of the day, that message is just be yourself.
It gets you way farther.
Yeah, you'll be happier too. And we ain't got to constantly think about what we got to do next, because when you're yourself, it just comes so naturally and genuinely, right?
Natural.
When you falsifying who you are, you got to constantly think about, what am I doing? Now.
People can read it on you.
Facts.
People call you bluff. They know what greatness is. They know what the truth is.
Yeah.
Some people can hide it real good though, but
they do.
Eventually, it'll all come down and crash on you.
Nah, for real, that's facts. What's your favorite Christmas song to sing? I know that's off the wall, but I'm curious because we're coming into the holiday season.
I like that Chris Brown. That mistletoe song he be doing.
What you got for us then?
Oh man.
Is that a big no? Yeah, ain't no pressure.
I ain't Chris Brown. I let him have that. But I love that.
But that's one of your favorite Christmas songs.
I'm be around the house with no socks on, just singing all the lungs bust.
Do you dance when you alone?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm athletic.
Catching a whole vibe.
I'll be moving.
You got to, because when you get on that stage to perform in front of a crowd of people, you got to put a show on.
Yeah.
What's that vibe like? If we pull up to one of your shows and we there front and center, Keith's about to perform, what can we expect?
I ain't gonna lie. I've been working on my performances.
Okay.
I'm trying to get better. I found out going sober is the best way I need to be now.
I agree.
And like my last performance was my first time actually like kind of sober.
Yeah.
And it was like one of my best performances.
Absolutely.
Like I'm more interactive with the crowd. Like
yeah.
I'm hyped, Turn got good. I feel in the moment more.
You got a more clear mind.
Yeah.
Like. I'm with you.
And now when the show comes, I might jump in the crowd with you. Like, for real, that's what I'm on.
You jumping off the stage?
I'm jumping off the stage, throwing my hat, gear. You can have all this. We having fun.
You giving them a show. You're an entertainer.
Right.
That's what it's about. No, I'm with you. Like, I'll still sip on personal time, but I gave up drinking on business time like probably 7 years ago, because I was feeling like what you mean. Like, I felt like when I was hosting events, if I get too tipsy, I might make a fool of myself. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, nah, I got to stop doing that. So now anytime I host an event, it's just water for the night. You know what I'm saying? I keep the sipping on for my personal time.
Got to, man.
Most definitely. What do you want to do to the world through your music, man? Like, you got to change the world. Like, what do you want people to get from Key 4?
I want to change the narrative of hip hop.
Yeah.
Like I said, everything is just about sex, money, and drugs.
Yeah.
And it's a shame, low key.
Yeah.
It's like I be hearing 5-year-olds repeating songs they hear on the radio.
Right.
And I'm like, did you spell free? F-R? What's that Nicki Minaj?
Yes.
Said,
yes.
You know how to spell school?
Yeah, right.
You can't spell school, but you can spell freak because Nicki Minaj telling you.
Right.
And it's like, I just want to change that. Like
yeah.
the black community itself. We got way more to offer.
Yeah.
Than money, sex, and drugs.
Absolutely.
And it's like I'm trying to elevate and get them something to look for. Because these rappers, they not really teaching you nothing.
Right.
Money Man, he was the only one talking about business and credit.
Yeah.
And everything, but nobody else is teaching you nothing.
That's so funny because my last interview said that Money Man's one of his biggest motivators because he be preaching that gospel to y'all.
Yeah, he be preaching. It's like they don't want to hear that. They want to hear SRTs.
Right. Yeah, we got to change the narrative.
I mean, you can still have an SRT.
Of course, absolutely.
But it's like, talk about how you got it.
No, for real.
And I hope you got it the right way.
Got it, exactly.
That's
right.
Even more better.
Yeah.
But everybody got their own story. Can't judge.
Yeah. Absolutely. Most definitely, because we all come from different backgrounds.
Right.
But it's also up to us to once we...
And even if you... I'm sorry.
No, you good.
Even if you came from that background, you got to think big.
No, for real, there's no excuses.
You know what I'm saying? Think big. Like, I may talk about Rome. I ain't been to Rome, but I'm manifesting it.
No, for real.
So when I do be in Rome, I got a song already of me in Rome I can listen to while I'm in Rome.
Right.
Like,
period.
You got to manifest it.
You do.
People manifest, the wrong things in life.
Yeah. Whatever you speak on or focus on is what's going to come to fruition. I'm a big believer in that. You always talking negative, always talking down to people, it's going to come back to you.
I'm going to be back soon. I'm going to speak that and manifest that. I'm going to be back here soon.
We're going to put you on as a motivational speaker. You might need to start your own podcast. I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just saying. Yeah, you never know.
That's another thing. I'm very social, but it's like I was kind of scared of the internet too.
Yeah.
Being with experiences I had in Jacksonville, very like paranoid.
Understood.
And so I'm trying to shy away from being fearful of things and just being that confidence and that swag and knowing who you are, and you gotta take advantage because you only live once.
That's right.
And it's like I'd rather die doing what I love than be stuck somewhere miserable.
Absolutely. Right. Because life is a gift.
Right.
Definitely. Before we get up out of here, tell everybody where they can follow you and where they can find your most recent single at.
You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and all platforms at Key4_. Love Me, #1 single right now, all platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Amazon Music, everything. Tidal, Key4, just type it in. Love Me. LUVME.
Is there a visual for it?
Yes, it is.
Boom. Is Key4 the YouTube channel?
YouTube, Key4, everything.
Yeah.
Key4. You guys see A Broken Heart with the Flash, FNS, Forward and Sport.
Make sure you guys go run that up. One of the hardest things to do as an independent artist or content creator is to get people to tune in and support the movement. Right. Once they become a true fan, though, they ain't going nowhere. Right. They're going to be with you for a lifetime. Speaking of that, you probably do got a lot of fans. You got a lot of friends, loved ones that are supporting you, right? Right. Talk to them right now. Who you want to shout out to?
I want to shout out to my mom, for one that aborted me 25 years ago, 26 now. I said one of my songs. And just my brothers, my manager, my friends, my girl, you know, everything plays a factor in who I am today.
Absolutely.
And everything I've been through, the experiences, the journey, right now. You know what I'm saying? Like everything. You know,
Yeah.
this is my first interview. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So like this, everything is an eye opener and everything is an experience, a learning experience. I'm just trying to grow and just capture the moment.
Love it. I'm so glad that I was able to be the first one to interview you, bro.
Me too.
Because guess what? You gonna put a plaque on my wall one day.
For sure.
I'm gonna hold you to that. I love to be a part of the journey, the process. People like who are in Money Man's position don't need to be with TampaMystic necessarily because they made it. Right. I want to be a part of the journey and the process. I'm humbled that you were here first.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Most definitely. Last but not least, and this is the most important question of the whole conversation, right? We are live on the Industry's Most Wanted podcast, right?
Industry's
You dig?
Most Wanted.
We got Duval's own checking in, Keith Ford in the building.
Yo.
Go ahead and let everybody know what makes you the industry's most wanted.
I'm different. 101 like the EP name, you know. You'll never know. I can do anything. I can play in your field, my field, they field, any field.
Yeah.
You know? I'm everywhere. It's hard to get away from Keith.
Yeah. You know? Straight like that.
Industry most wanted.
Period. Give me some more love, bro. Appreciate you being here.
I appreciate it.
We up out of here, y'all.